Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with Kes. Yes, I remain Kesiana Akwara Ati, a health and social care trainer. And welcome to my channel. Much appreciation to all of you out there who have liked, shared, and subscribed. Thank you so much. And for those of you who just by chance are viewing this channel for the first time, what are you waiting for? Come on then, like, share, subscribe. Now let's talk about what we will be discussing today. And you might be asking, what is that, Kes? What topic are you talking about today? Well, we will be talking about how to communicate effectively with a person with dementia. Yeah? Now, the NHS has given us guidelines as to how to communicate effectively with them. And I can tell you for a fact that these tips do work. Yeah? Now, don't forget that I have worked in care homes, nursing homes, and whilst I worked in door-to-door in the community, most of my clients had dementia. Now, yes, these tips work, but also try to understand. It is very important that you understand the person who has dementia that you are working with. It does help a lot. Yeah? Are you ready to dive into the guide to the tips? Okay then, let's go. Now, first up, you have to make eye contact with them. Whether you're talking to them or asking them questions, or they are talking to you and asking you questions, you must maintain eye contact with them. It tells them you are talking to them. Yeah? Next up, you want to speak as slowly and as clearly as you possibly can. Make your sentences short and sweet. And by that, I mean short and simple. Your oratory skills are not required. And that is why it is important that as carers, we have a knowledge of English language, at least how to communicate the basic words in communication. Thirdly, you must give them time to respond to what you are asking them. Don't rush them. Because when you rush them, they might not give the reply, the response you wanted or you sought. Also, your voice must be positive and friendly and warm as much as possible. It is important. Because yes, they may have dementia, but they're also very highly perceptive as well, in my own experience. Now, another thing you don't want to do is, or you should do rather, is be calm and patient whilst you are talking with them. Do not interrupt, even if you think you know what it is that they're saying. In discussions about themselves, allow them to speak, particularly about their welfare and their health issues. For those who can still communicate, allow them to. Do not patronize them or ridicule what they are saying. We are also told to talk to them at a respectable distance. Do not stand over them, as they may find this intimidating. Come to their level if they are seated or lower than they are. Yeah? And also, give them simple choices as much as possible. And don't forget, there's one most important thing you must not forget either. And what is that, you may ask? That is patting and holding their hands whilst you are talking to them. A lot of them love that. A lot of them, I do mean, a lot of them do love that. Why? It makes them feel reassured. And then it makes you closer to them. They feel like, yes, they have somebody they can talk to. It is important. Never forget that. Now, what are those things you shouldn't do? If you do not Trust me from experience, if you do not want a meltdown where they get aggressive or distressed. Now, these things I'm about to mention, 5 of them are things you must never do or say to someone who has dementia. Now, what are they? Hold on, I'm coming to it. First up, do not tell them they are wrong. They are not. That is the place where they are at. And the best way to communicate with them and get them not to self-neglect, if I may say, is to get into their world and see things the way they see it. Even if everybody else doesn't see it, but they see it. But because they see it, you too as a carer have to see it. And then you have to be proactive to think about how you can distract them and redirect them. Secondly, never argue with them. That is a no-no. Thirdly, do not ask them if they remember something that has happened. Why is that? Because they will not understand. They will not remember. Don't forget, something happens now. In the next 15 minutes, they've forgotten all about that. They've forgotten. So you're asking them to remember is going to distress them even further. That is again another no-no. Fourthly, do not remind them that a friend, a spouse, a parent is dead or a loved one is dead. That is not our business. Our business is to flow, go with the flow with them. Because we're trying to make them feel that they're still in charge, because in a way they're still in charge. Because when we do that, we boost their confidence. And they feel, yes, they matter. They are not losing their marbles. Finally, do not bring up topics that will make them upset. You don't want to do that. Yeah? So I hope these tips I have shared with you all, regardless if you are a carer on the field, or should I say a colleague of mine, or you have a parent you are caring for who has dementia, or you know someone who has dementia. I hope these tips have been of a great help. Yes? So until I come again your way next week, remember this, always remember this, that no matter what the matter is, you and you matter so much more. So see you in my next video. Salute.